We back talking about every team, every division in the NFL before week 1 in 2 days. Cannot wait for it. And in this video, we're going to talk about the NFC South. Let's get it. No surprise to anybody, we're going with Tom Brady, the GOAT, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming in first place. There's been a lot of drama in the offseason for the Bucs, mainly losing 3 offensive line starters from last year and from their Super Bowl run, 1 through retirement, 1 through injury, and 1 through free agency. But they kind of mitigated that a little bit, brought in Shaq Mason. I like him a lot. But they're also going to be relying on a rookie and a second-year center, so that'll be interesting to monitor. There's also been controversy about Tom Brady. Is he all in on this season? A lot of people have been questioning, considering he retired and unretired. Recently came out and said, he's 45 years old. He's got a lot of shit going on, but he's 45 years old. He's got a lot of shit going on, okay? This is still Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. Undoubtedly, he's going to be ready. He's going to have this team ready. I'm not worried at all. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin looks to be healthy, might play week 1. Brought in Julio Jones, Russell Gage. The defense is still going to be, fast, feisty. Todd Bowles is still there. Yeah, I got the Bucs first place. Second place, I'm going with the New Orleans Saints. The one issue with the Saints last year was they were decimated by injuries. They were the Ravens of the NFC, for crying out loud. They're getting a lot of guys back healthy, but they lost Sean Payton. Also, the offensive line is not as good as it's been the last few seasons. So that'll be tough, especially for Jameis, who likes to turn it over. But they do have Michael Thomas back. They drafted Chris Olave in the first round. I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year this year. They added Jarvis Landry. And I love their defense. Absolutely love their defense. Gotta be honest, have not thought much about the Panthers or the Falcons this offseason, but I do like the Panthers roster more than the Falcons, so I'm going to pick them to be third place. They brought in Baker Mayfield, who I think people don't realize how much better he's going to be than Sam Darnold was last year. Baker was hurt all of last year pretty much with a shoulder injury, so of course he was going to suck. But now, fully healthy, I think he's going to be really good for them. But this team goes as far as Christian McCaffrey takes them. If Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, they're probably going to be a bottom 10-ish team again, so he's got to stay healthy. But the defense has a lot of big names. I like this defense a lot. They're young. They're fast. So it'll be interesting to watch the Panthers this year. Finally, we got the Falcons. And look, man, to put it simply, they just don't have the talent to be a contender this year. They just don't. That said, I'm a big believer in Arthur Smith. I think he's a really good coach. He might not prove it as much this year because the talent is just such a drop-off. But this is a guy that won 7 games with a depleted roster in its own right last year. So I like Arthur Smith, but I don't know if he's going to be able to show what he's got this year.